It's not just enough if you know the plus side of hair transplant surgeries. You should also know the downside of hair transplant procedures. Here are they. Number 1, there would be some sort of a pain, discomfort both in the harvested as well as in the implanted area. You would be instructed to sleep in some specific position without the implanted grafts getting dislodged. Number 2, there will be a permanent scar from the areas from where the follicles are harvested. If it's FUE, it's tiny little dots, but if it's a strip, you're going to have a long surgical scar. Usually they can be hidden by growing long hair. It's more difficult when you have a strip scar because it's going to be a surgical scar. If it's an FUE hair, they are tiny little dots. You might see it as white dots when you completely shave them. 3, there will be depletion of donor follicles. What this means is when we harvest follicles either from the back of your scalp, beard or your body, the follicles do not grow back, which means that the follicles there are going to get reduced. 4 is shock loss. Some people rarely experience what is called shock loss. It can be either in the donor area or in the recipient area. In the donor area, when we make tiny little punches, when you make multiple punches, that is the reason you're advised not to harvest or too much or over harvest is what we call it. When you harvest too much, the vascularity can be compromised, because of which the remaining hair can shed temporarily and then most of them regrow. This is called shock loss. Number 5, you may not get the original density that you have. Hair transplant results are not equivalent to what you get out of a wig, because we do not replace all the grafts that you lose from an area. We replace almost 50%, and the overlap of each graft is what gives you an original look. So you must be prepared that you may not get the original density.